So that aside, today's video is about stalking your competitors' Facebook ads. Okay, so how can we do that? There's this tool that is called Facebook Ad Library. All right, so you can check it out. And under this Facebook Ad Library, okay, you can just Google it. Okay, it's called Facebook Ad Library. Once you search for it, that result that says Facebook Ad Library, you can click on it. Okay, so you might think like, you saw a very nice ad and you wanted to save it, right? You can save it for later and you can view it later. Okay, so now the thing is, what if you do not see the ads on your what we call the Facebook feed or Instagram feed? How can you find your competitors' ads? How can you look for good ads, right? To reference, to do what you need to do to get ideas. Okay, sometimes it might not even be your competitors, but you know that a certain company have very good adverts, Facebook ads. Okay, right now we are unable to do this for YouTube ads, but Facebook allows you to do it. Okay, so you will go to this website and basically what you want to do is you can search. Okay, so for me, I know of two companies with quite good ads. Okay, one of them is called NTUC Learning Hub. Let me show you one of their videos. I hope it's still available. Okay, it's a very short 15-second video. I thought that video was really good. Okay, seems like it's no longer running. Okay, but they used to have this very short and concise 15-second video. And what it says is that you learn not only for yourself, you learn for the ones who matter. I thought it's a very important message and very, it's tugging to your heart, right? So usually I pay attention to such ads and you can see like they have quite a few ads running. I think this is on both, or only on Facebook. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, no music, I think. All right, just the animation, the words. So sometimes when I need some ideas, especially if our video animators ask me what kind of style am I looking at, sometimes I come over to Facebook Ad Library to look for it. But generally, as a good practice, I always save and I always bookmark it either on Facebook or Instagram. Right, so that those, or I just send it to them via Instagram message. So that's usually my practice. But sometimes you might not have seen certain ads, or you are doing a bit of research for clients. Like for us, sometimes we are doing a bit of research for clients to see what kind of ads other people are running, right? So we come here. But generally, I think this ad is very well done. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Okay, before we go further, I'll just give you a very quick feedback, okay? Just understand that for video ads, right, majority of the time when they're playing, the only way that people would click on is skip. So you have to keep it fast-paced and attractive, visually attractive. And if you are listing it out, just be very careful of the font size that you're using. Okay, generally, I think this one on mobile is still quite okay, but it's a bit wordy. So just take note of that. Okay, so quite well done actually. And this is also on Facebook. It's a video. Okay, so let's take a look at this other ones. Okay, generally their concepts are quite the same for this few. The other ad is no longer running, but it was really quite. I'll try to show you in another video, but generally this is considered what I call fast-paced, but just be very careful of the color contrast. Okay, black words will be better on bright backgrounds like yellow. Okay, but this is how you kind of like track the different ads, and you can see NTUC Learning Hub, at least their color contrast is there. For most of it is vibrant. Okay, so I think their concepts are pretty much the same recently. So generally, I don't recommend you to just advertise as it is. We have other videos that talk about it. If your marketing goal on social media okay, YouTube is considered a social media platform. Okay, it says that YouTube is also the second largest search engine, right? So social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, just understand that before someone is willing to part with their money, to put money to purchase something, they literally need at least three things. They need to know you, who you are, what you do. They need to be able to like you and trust you. There are some companies that till today you might say that, oh, Charmaine, until today, there's still some brands that I don't really like, no matter how much I know about them or what they do, right? Whether it's CSR projects or things like that. Okay, so just be very careful of this type of ads. Okay, but for NTUC Learning Hub, it's a bit different because everyone knows them, everyone trusts them, whether you like or not. Or rather, you feel that out of all the ATOs, they are the closest link to a government body. So whatever that they do, you will trust that there are certain standards. You might not really like them as a brand, right? You might like brands like, I'm just saying, for example, you might like brands or training agencies like General Assembly. You might like, say, for example, what else do we have? We have schools, we have Temasek Poly, ITE, NUS, right? A lot of people like to learn from NUS, NTU, SIM, SMU. Maybe not so much of SIM, but definitely SMU. So because of credibility, maybe. So ask yourself what are some of the reasons, okay? So that being said, this is one. All right, so this is how you search Facebook ad library. And another one that I look at is the Learning Lab. Recently, I saw their ads. I thought it was quite good. So you can take a look if you're in the education industry. Generally, graphics will give you high click-through rates, okay? But ask yourself, how can you use videos, okay? Because if it's attractive, people would pay attention, okay? So let's take a look.
Hello, my name is Chloe. I'm 6 years old. Hi, my name is Raphael. I'm 6 years old.
Okay, so their approach to ads is slightly different. It's usually slightly more long form. You can see their video ad is like 2 minutes 49 seconds. The first time I saw the Learning Labs ad was on YouTube actually, and I thought that at that point of time it was quite well done. It's no longer running, so I'm unable to show that to you. But you can take a look at the others. Let me show you. Okay, so basically for this one is nothing much, but you can see that the graphic in terms of the style, the approach, it's quite pastel, probably trying to appeal to millennial parents, right? Whose kids are still in primary school. Okay, so this is how you do it. That's how I get ideas, but generally a good practice is that whenever you browse through social media, pay a little bit more attention to ads that you see, bookmark them. That's what I do, and that's how I get back to. But if I need like to do a bit of research, specifically to industries of advertising that I've never seen, then I will use this tool, the Facebook ad library, to get ideas. Okay. In terms of ideas, I think, let me see, social media, digital marketing agencies. Let's see whether there's any results. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, If they are currently not running any ads, right, you will see as 0 results. Okay. Let me just check on Institute for Adult Learning. Okay, so they have quite a few. All right. So graphics, okay, visuals sharp. Visuals should be attractive, visually eye-catching. All right. I will say that I would recommend for you to go for the square dimensions. Okay, 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels. Let me type it for you. 1080 pixels by 1080 pixels. Okay. So, but let's take a look at one more, General Assembly. Okay, try not to use like different dimensions because it's not compatible across the both social media platforms. So I would recommend that you stick to 1080 by 1080. Some people nowadays, they're trying to go for the slightly longer dimension so that they can kind of like provide a better experience. But I still prefer to stick to 1080 by 1080. Okay, let's look at the General Assembly in, I think this is the main account. They should be running some ads. Okay, so you can take a look at some of these ads that they run. Of course, that being said, General Assembly's what you call branding is there. So a lot of people know them, right? So sometimes they just use like photos and things like that. Sometimes you have to understand that big brands, if there are certain style of ads that they run, particularly for General Assembly, I like the ads like this type. Okay, doesn't have any words, but visually eye-catching and really like contrast and tells you the story. Okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, so I think this is like the simplest video I've ever seen them do. Okay, generally, let's take a look at the previous ones. Okay, generally, I think adding a bit of music is good. If you don't add, it's a bit. Because just think to yourself, if someone is scrolling or like letting their, I know of friends, right? I have friends who do that. I always ask why. Like they will just let their Instagram story play, and then if they want to see it, they will see. Then if they're not interested or they're doing something else, like their kids ask for something and they're like not paying attention to the stories, right? They still let it run. So imagine if you have like audio, it will like pop up, right? Then like people might pay attention. So I think that's, to me, that is I think a little bit of audio is still good. Okay, although it's true, that with a lot of people looking at videos or on social media, they actually don't turn on the sound. Okay, especially if they are commuting and they don't have their earpiece. Okay, but just take a look at how they are currently creating different types of ads for the same type of workshop, which is online intro to HTML and CSS. Can you see graphics, but this is without a human. Okay, and then these are 15-second story videos. All right, actually stories you can do graphics as well. Doesn't really have to be let me see if our ads are still running. Doesn't really have to be. Okay, so we have one still running. Okay, typically we have quite a lot, but recently we cut down on the ads. We're trying to just focus on creating more Instagram stories and promoting our videos. Okay, so basically Instagram stories can be just graphic. Personally, for me, it has worked better than 15-second videos. So we've created quite a few. You can try and take a look at it. Let me show you. Okay, we have some that are under courses. Okay, so this is one of ours. the click-through rate is quite expensive. So I'm not sure like whether is it like there's just not enough things happening, but for graphic stories, it has worked better for us. Like our click-through can be as low as 60, 70 cents, sometimes most of the time $1. But for the video, the 15-second video story ads that we did, right, it costs us like $3 to $4 for a click. So we're wondering like why. The audiences were the same, not much of difference. So I think even one we did the same, but there wasn't like such a huge cost difference. I think maybe it cost like $1.50 versus like $3. So to us, like that's why we kind of like don't really do a 15-second video story, but we still do like Instagram story, and then we actually do them as an ad. Okay, so that's how you track. Okay, if you have any questions about Facebook ad library or how to find your competitors' ads, this is how you do it. If you purely are running the ad on Instagram platform, only Instagram logo will show. If you are doing the ad on multiple platforms, let me show you. Let's track some other competitors. What do we have? Okay, let's try NUS. Okay, NUS is not exactly our competitors, but let's look at their ads, whether they're running any ads. Okay. That's weird. How come they have this social issue? Did they talk about social issues? Okay, but anyways, you can see here Facebook. Okay, so this was launched on Facebook. If this is running on both Facebook and Instagram, you have two logos, right? So I think, yeah, that's how you do it. And I think just pay more attention to the ads that you see. For example, you know of a certain brand that comes out with very good ads. Okay, the other one is called Pomo, if I'm not wrong. A long time ago, they had a ad that went viral. I thought it was called Pomo. Is it not called Pomo? Let's see. Oh, it's called Promo. Okay, Promo. Okay, they had really good ads that went viral, but now they are no longer running it. It went viral like 2 years ago. Oh, how come their Facebook is let me check what's their Facebook name. Oh, it's called promo.com. Okay, so okay, just remember whatever name you use, right? People must remember what it is. Otherwise, they will not key in. Okay, so their name is with the .com. All right. So you can see this is one I don't know whether to call them a startup, but they're basically a video editing platform. You get to do like super cool effects and look at their ads. Their ads are actually quite good. Let me show you. Ten seconds, right? Okay. Okay, short and sweet, 10 seconds. They used to do slightly longer video ads, but nowadays quite short. Okay, this one is also quite okay, so hopefully this will help you to understand what types of videos work. Most of these brands, right, especially if they have like a lot of following, they would have tested quite a lot of ads already. So they are probably just running those that actually work and actually converts. Okay, so you can see that these ads are running on 4 platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Facebook's audience network, okay, Usually if you don't like do any special selections, it should go on all four, including Messenger. Okay. For WhatsApp, right, you can actually now advertise, but they actually don't allow you to do targeted advertising. So only by location. So currently not a lot of people are doing the WhatsApp advertising yet. But soon I think they will try to open up some options. So just try to look out for that. Okay. Other than that, thank you for watching this video. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions about social media, digital marketing, do drop a comment below. And if you have any questions about this Facebook ad library as well, okay, do let me know. And I definitely look forward to hearing from you. I'm Charmaine, founder of Sky Digital Agency, and I conduct social media and digital marketing courses. If you're interested, check out our website. Do check us out on our social media platforms as well. We do share bite-sized tips and tricks for a lot of the social media platforms, especially Instagram. Nowadays, we talk a lot more about Instagram, but we're going to talk a bit more about email marketing soon, because we have a webinar that is free for our followers on social media. Okay, so do check it out. We just published it yesterday, I think, and the code is IG25, capital I capital G 25, because the early bird ticket is $25 and we're giving you $25 off. So that's the code IG25. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you at our webinars, and I definitely look forward to hearing from you. Do drop a comment below, and do take care. I look forward to seeing you at our next video.